Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. We're trying this again. Thank you for not dropping 1 million frames. Ugh. Please and thank you, don't do that. I want my stream to be good quality and not bad quality. Okay. I'm gonna go to promo. Oh, I need music. Hold on. I need music to curb my insanity. There we are. That's really loud in my ear. Oh my gosh. I can just turn my own volume down, but... Oh, I should have copied my own post to put it onto, Twitter. Oh, I can do that on Blue Sky, can't I yet? Copy post, text post. I love it when sites usurp old ones and old services and they make them better. Post. Cool. Hello, Kuro. Hello, Sleepy. Wait. Okay, I know that you're previously Cosmics. What do you want me to call you with your new name? Don't you love it when an air has crit? Uh-oh. Cosmics, can you... Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, no. Cosmics, can you hear me? Back at the Cosmics. Okay, so it's fine with you being Cosmics and Sleepy. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Why does it say my Twitch stream is unstable? I swear. Okay, I'm really annoyed. I've realized recently, I'm pretty sure that my internet service provider came by recently and they took out my internet for like 3 days straight. It was supposed to only be 1 day, but I think since then is when my internet started dying. Also, I'm gonna try the other Wi-Fi. Yeah. I think that was a really bad idea. I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. I just realized I think that my mom put the internet extension on a timer that may or may not be active. So I have to go check and see if it's trying to grab a signal from like the basement. If so, that explains a lot. But I can't do that while I'm streaming. Let me reload the player. Oh, and now it says that it's excellent on Twitch. So that worked. Yay. And we're still live on YouTube. Yay. Love that. Okay. What's going... I'm gonna start stream now. I'm pulling up stream. I'm pulling up this. Hi! Hi, it's me! With an empty block bench thing. My thought process is that I'm going insane. And I didn't have work today. Well, I did have work, but I called off because stuff went down, and I did not feel that I was capable of doing my job. But it'll be fine. And then I don't have homework, and so I'm going to stream for 2 hours, and then I'll figure out what I do after that. Oh, I should. How do I update my? I'm gonna update my. Um, update this. And I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I'm gonna call it something, and it's going to be, um. Well, let me do this. It's gonna be way too long. How about that? And if I refresh it. Oh, no, maybe I don't want to do that. Never mind. Don't want to do that. What's the stream say? Yay, that will work. Cool. Yeah, so I changed my silly little sub goal there is what I was doing because I might not have a job by come December. Depends on whether or not my current workplace crashes and burns. So, um, I figure that I might try this instead. Okay, what are we doing instead? What are we doing instead? What we're doing instead is I'm going to see how many times it's alert. Oh, it's only alerted people for one stream. Yay! I'm sorry for the people who are in my Discord and they see me refresh it sometimes because it's dying and wonder why the heck what I'm doing. And the answer is I have it automated and I can't control it. Pack updates. Where is my thing? Okay. Um, what we're doing in Blockbench is I want to model more Cookie Run Kingdom weapons, but also I'm sitting here thinking about Hightail. So we will at some point have a Hightail rant. Also, I'm pretty sure today is a Cookie Run Kingdom update day, but I can't stay up till 2 a.m. doing this story, which is what I've done previously, and it goes poorly for me. So I'm just going to avoid that problem and wait until tomorrow. And yeah, so the reason why Cookie Run Kingdom stuff is because I have the resource pack of silly little weapons, um, and I have a list that I want to do. And first on the list that I haven't done is Stormbringer's Heaven Splitter Staff. Do I have a reference image of this? Because I'm pretty sure that I was trying to do. I started this, and then I got like 2 cubes in, and then I had to leave class, and I just went, nope, we're not doing this. Yes, I do have Stormbringer. Cool. Hi, Stormbringer Cookie. You're here now. Okay, every time I get an idea for a new username, you want to change them so much. You keep thinking it's better than the previous one. You gotta have a consistent identity. You reached a 3-stream streak. I wish I knew what the stream streaks did, because it looks like they should do something, and they do absolutely nothing except for tell you you've watched 3 streams in a row. Apparently. You're also waiting for the Cookie Run Kingdom update? Real. Also, I need to pull up chat. Okay, good. I'm not ignoring anyone on the YouTube side. I had pulled up to the wrong thing. Okay, let's see here. We're building this opposite way. So, first thought is how to do lightning bolts. Because lightning bolts are not going to look good in the main way. What is this? That is 3. I'm thinking lightning bolt will just be this. Wait, hold on. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be fine. You're also earning, like, you earn 350 channel points from this. Oh, it does do something. Would you look at that? I didn't know that. Also, hold on. It's only 3. Oh, yeah, it's 3. Never mind. I just want to make sure that this was... Wait, how do I... I think I might need it to be 4? Hold on. That's the wrong button. I just gotta figure out how we're doing this real quick. And then I'll delete this texture. So I know that it. I think it does need to be 3. Okay, so wait, how does this go? Why is it over here? There we go. Okay, no, it is a zigzag back and forth. Okay, it's hold on. It's a zigzag so it starts in the middle. We're deleting this texture, making it back to 3. Where's my grid? I turned off my grid for the screenshot. That's what I did. Thank you. I need to have perspective. I can't be modeling in the void. Okay, now we're creating this texture, and just for the sake of my sanity, I have to figure out what I'm doing here. So it needs to start in the middle, because it connects in the middle. And then it goes like, well, that doesn't look very lightning bolty. No, that's not gonna work. What if I do 5? 5 by, I don't know, 6? There we go. Okay, we'll try that. What you making? Hello, Pixel Gaming. Fun username. I like that username. I'm making this staff from this character in the background. I have a Cookie Run Kingdom, like, in Minecraft resource pack that I make. It only has one version of it right now, and it's got a couple different things, and so I've been working on adding more over time, and so we're making her this character's staff. Spear, sorry, it's a spear. What is it called? Hold on. Yeah, it's a staff, technically. According to the game, it has an official name. Consume liquid. I can do that. Water has been consumed. Water fact. Oh, water fact is that one of Saturn's moons is, well, actually, I think there's a bunch of them, but I was watching a video on one specifically that I want to say it was called, like, Theon or something like that. I can't quite remember, but it's basically fracturing on the surface, and they're not sure how deep the fracturing goes because they think that it might be because of there's an underground, not underground, but subsurface ocean that might be like in between the mantle of the moon and like the outer crust. The outer crust is like frozen ice, so they think there might be liquid water in between that's as it's fluctuating in temperature and freezing and thawing, it's expanding and contracting as water does, and it's just breaking the entire moon apart, which is pretty cool in my humble opinion. Anyway, what does it say? I love how you call Stormbringer cookie Thunderbringer cookie. No, I'm pretty sure I do the same thing. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Except that this cookie is nothing like Zeus. Maybe an ego, but she actually like is chill. Anyway, we're making that one go away. We're creating a new texture. We're figuring out what we're doing with this thunderbolt. The chest chocolate cookie from Oven Break. I've heard. Oh my gosh! Hi, Corey and Fate. Wow, there's people here that I know. How's it going? It's been forever, Corey. What's going on? Don't mind the glimpse into my actually do mind the glimpse into my insanity. That's what we're here for. Because if it's not Hightail, it's Cookie Red Kingdom. And so yeah, that doesn't make any sense. What am I doing here? Okay, I know I have to have a pillar straight through. I'm just recreating the shape that... Oh, that is not the pick button. Yeah, I've just recreated the same shape. Actually, that kind of works. It doesn't quite have zigzagginess to it, but it might work. The chest taco transfer cookie from Oven Break are now in the new cookies for Kingdom. And I think this is very silly, specifically because I'm like, oh, there's gonna be people who like those characters, and I got informed of their backstory in Oven Break, and I'm like, oh, so that is having absolutely zero input on what's happening in the rest of this update with what else is coming. I think that's really funny. I'm like, yeah, there's two little guys, two little girls who are probably slightly evil, but they're also cutesy. And then there's just, oh, I don't know, 6 different villains in one room. And that was completely unexpected. We're like, why are they here? Okay, I like that lightning bolt. It works well enough. So now we go up with Big Stick. Actually, I'm gonna move down. Okay, I'm deleting that one because we're not using it. I'm actually gonna move these down because this is a pretty tall weapon. If I want to make it as tall as I want to and still have that on top, I'm gonna have to move it down more. I'm checking the YouTube stream. How is the YouTube stream doing? YouTube stream seems fine. Cool. I have lost my chat. There's chat. Sounds like valid insanity. Yeah, I mean, at some point someone should probably stop me because I feel like I get away with way too much insanity. I'm going insane at pretty much any point in time. So, yeah. I'm so normal. So incredibly normal. Let's see. 5 by... Let's do... Yeah, no. 5 by 5 by 3 to make this part of the cloud here. And then I'll do another one in the middle and then another one at the edge. So, Becca, they brought back Beast Raid, but now there's all the beasts. See, here's the thing. I can't get past hard mode in any Beast Raid that I've participated in. I'm really scared for this because I can't do them. You require, like, a 4 million team. A 4 million power level team in order to do Beast Raid, and I'm very sad about it. Okay, there's that one. I feel like that might be a little bit too big. We might go shrink these both down. I wanted that one to be thinner. Oh, it has like a wispy tail to it. Okay. Also, I want these both to be thinner, I think. We'll center them. Cool. So that way then I can make this middle one be thicker. Also, now that I think about it, I have to go back to playing, what's it called? Sorry, I need to make that thicker because I made it too thin still. I gotta go back to playing Fantasy Life I. I was playing that and just kind of forgot about it, to be honest. I'm very confused about the pacing of that game, considering that I played the previous one. I'm kind of like, where do you want me to, like, stop and progress? Because it keeps urging you to go through all the story chapters. And I'm like, hello? Where's the time to, like, go explore and do stuff? Or am I just gonna cruise through the entire main story and then do all of, like, the playing the game after the story? Is what it seems like, which would be a really weird choice. And there's the beast gacha? Yes. You're on the game right now, but you can choose which beast you want to... Oh, wait, I thought that it wasn't gonna be open until, like, 10. Did they end access early? Hold on, let me boot up the game real quick, and I'm not gonna play it. I just want to claim the rewards for the downtime. Okay, there's that. And we're gonna make this little tail thingy here, and it's just gonna be like this. Actually, it'll be like that, I think. Oh yeah, I do have to update the game. Of course I do. We'll just do that silly little tail thing. We'll attach it to the corner. Yeah, that'll attach it. It needs to go further rotated. Yeah, further rotated. And then we'll do this, and that will make up the rest of it. I don't think it actually has to be like that. I think it could be more like... Actually, I think it'll be like that, and then it can just like wrap around there. Cool. So that's that done. And I'm just gonna draw the swirl on. I'm not gonna try to model that because that sounds evil to do. There's it centered. Cool. And now I think we're going to do the big lightning bolt. Basically the same as we actually did. Not this one, since that one's small. But this here of having a core in the middle. And then I'll have a plane that does stuff on the other side. Or does the detailing. So that way it has some depth. Because I always feel weird when it's like just, when it's just, one thick. So this gives it a little bit more of like, oh, what's it called? Almost like beveled is what comes to mind. Also, I'd have to move this all down again. That's actually, that's a bit too tall. Because looking at the staff, I'd say that the lightning bolt is like 3/4 the height of the staff. And also I think that these are still too big. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You have to go down again. You need to go down again. These get moved. And then the lightning bolt center goes there. And I kind of think that... I think these need to be moved a little bit off to the side, and then maybe that one gets inset. Oh yeah, if that gets inset, then that kind of looks more like a cloud, how clouds like overlap and stuff like that. That's fun. Cool. Now for... But then I have to figure out this. I do have to figure out how to balance these. And I think if it just goes over like that, I kind of think that's fine, because it's not technically centered. It is like off from the corner. And maybe, if anything, I make that happen too. Yeah, I think that kind of works. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling about the modeling. And then if we want to talk about other stuff, please tell me that anyone here has been following the Hightail news, because I am in fact exploding about this, and I need people to be as insane about it as I am, considering none of my friends have seemed to really have been big Hightail followers back in the day. So I'm like, please, I want to talk about Hightail. I don't even want to, like, I don't know what I want to talk about. I'm literally just feeling like I'm vibrating is how I feel like about Hightail. Okay, and it does go big like that. Hightail? Hightail? Hold on, let me type it out. It's Hightail. Okay. You have we have unlocked Becca's insanity. Hightail is a independent game that was made by that was originally founded by the idea of Hypixel Studios, the Minecraft server. Originally it came from that team who are just like, we're just really good at modding sandbox games. Why don't we just make our own sandbox game? Was basically the thought behind it. And they released a trailer back in 2018 that got the lifetime, after it's been down for 6 months, 60 million views. This thing was hyped. And in 2020 they sold it to Riot Games because genuinely they thought that was the best idea at the time. And Riot Games did something. I don't know what exactly they did. I know what they did, but I'm not sure why they did what they did. But they poured a whole bunch of money into it, restarted it like twice, and eventually decided, you know what, this is taking too long, and the scope has grown wildly out of control of what they wanted to do. And so Riot Games canceled it and was just gonna, like, don't expect this to ever come out. And the gaming community was honestly devastated. Even though it's been 7 years, people thought that people were still excited for this and thought that it had potential. So the fact that it was never going to come out was really sad. Until Mr. Simon Hypixel, the original founder of this, announced that he was going to attempt to buy back the rights to the game, and the whole IP, and try to publish the old version that they had started with, instead of the fancy new one that had grown out of control. They were going back to their original vision. And as of yesterday, the 17th of November, he succeeded and announced that he is back in full control of Hightail, and he is working on releasing it as soon as possible. And I am so freaking excited for this, you have no idea. I remember when I first saw the Hightail trailer, I was sitting there thinking, I was just like, I have to play this game. It was like, it wasn't a want, it was a need. It was this was like the game that I always wanted to play. And I'm still just kind of like shocked that it's actually happening after all this time waiting, because I was in, oh gosh, I must have been in middle school at the time. It had to have been middle school, maybe 9th grade. I can't remember exactly where I was in 2018. But I'm just, I remember thinking at some point that I was like, I wanted to make, the thing that I wanted to make was, I wanted to make whatever, at the time, whatever the ideas for Minecraft roleplays, I was actually like, oh, I wonder if I could make them as in like Hightail instead, because Hightail, one of the things that they boasted and confirmed, and they confirmed that it's still there, is that they have built-in Machinima Studio and Machinima tools. So all of the issues that I have with struggling to find ways to have more than one player model in a Minecraft world with Minecraft is solved here. That they have built that into the game as one of the major parts of it, and I'm so freaking excited. I'm trying to think. Now it is in a very early it is a genuine early access type thing. So that have to curb expectations a little bit, but also I think no matter what they release it as is gonna be really freaking cool. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, now hold on. And so yeah, that's Hightail. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm just like, there we go. That has been Becca's brain for the last like 48 hours. Might have to look it up because it sounds familiar to me. I mean, with 60 plus million views, you probably have seen it. Seen the trailer for it. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Also, go away. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the, Oh, jeez. What are these? Okay, I love collecting the update rewards and trying to figure out what is going on. Hello? Okay. Because me being distracted, Cookie Run Kingdom is back up. Who's? Oh, it's for the Beast Rig. Okay, gotcha. I see now. I can now close out the game. There we go. Okay. We're not worrying about when we're talking about Cookie Run Kingdom, we're talking about Stormbringer, not anything to do with the current update of the game. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out what is up with this. Because it does kind of go, like, at this halfway point. It goes, so there is a point straight down the middle. Maybe it's that and a little bit of that. Maybe? Because there's, what, 3 points here. 1, 2, and 3. So that's 1. I've made 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. I've 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no. How do you make a lightning bolt shape? What am I doing here? Because it's just supposed to... It's more like it's... Okay, it's more like it's 2 triangles overlaid. You know what? I am going with this, actually. Purely because I think it looks better. Like, because I think that what I actually was trying to do was just having it be, like, 1 triangle here, and then another triangle there. Like, that is kind of what it is. Except, oh, what? Where did pink come from? Okay. Okay, so... Hi, Becca. Hi, Snow. Welcome to stream. I'm losing my mind over Cookie Run Kingdom and Hytale at the same time. Oh, and real life. I'm not talking about real life, but real life has kind of sucked. For multiple reasons. One is going to be we'll see what happens by the time December comes. The other is a just today thing. Okay, so one triangle is here. The other... It should probably be more like that. And then that. And then that. But I don't like it as much, so we're going back to the original. Yeah, we're just gonna go with this. Is it kind of janky? Yes, but it's fine. Okay, now we go back to the edit tab, and we're going to... I'm going to make this bigger. Because what I'm essentially going to be doing is mirror everything to the side, to the opposite side, so I don't have to do the texture twice. Also, we are moving you to be centered. There we go. Now it is centered. Okay. I also need my reference image in the screen. Man, I want to, I really wish that I had a consistent way to do the cosmetic, like, not just weapons, but also, like, I want to do hats. I really want to do hats, but if I were to do one for Stormbringer, I don't want to mess with hair, because hat cosmetics don't really look good unless you're making them as part of the skin, and I'm not making skins. I have not figured out how to do Cookie Run Kingdom in a Minecraft skin style, so we're not doing that. So what I would actually do here is I would want to do, like, this, I don't know what it's called, but the scarf thingy. I know that they have a specific name, and I cannot remember what it is off the top of my head. I apologize. But yeah, I want to do that. But alas, it's not here. It's not... Why did I say it's not here? I'm sorry. My brain just short-circuited. What I was trying to say is that it's not possible, because that'd be better to do as a, like, chest plate type thing, because it doesn't need to rotate with the head. If it rotates with the head, then you're gonna get some really weird clipping really fast. Okay, you're here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select each... I'm at first looking at one side that I want to be... Typically, I typically keep the blue side and change over the yellow. Because blue is just always on the front. So I look at where the blue face is, and then I go find the yellow face, and I just move it. And then for doing this trick, you always have to, like, 90% of the time, mirror X. Occasionally you have to mirror Y. Oh, and that one's easy, because that's the same shape. And once you, like, know kind of what sizes you're looking at, it's really easy to determine, like, where's the other thing. A lot of times they also, Blockbench's Auto UV tries to group things together that are the same, but not always. Like, this one probably goes down here. And I'm just gonna flip that to... And then, yeah. The box didn't move over here on this corner. So then... Oh, that one's the orange one. That's easy. Oh, no, why is that over there? That's funky. I'm gonna mirror that, and then I'm actually probably gonna keep out on the green side, but I'm not gonna make them all four sides here a mirror, just in case I end up shading this differently and needing that. Top and bottoms I don't normally change. And then this one's just gonna be brown, I think. Oh, it doesn't let me select multiple. Jeez! What the heck? Sorry, that was in real life. Someone was just driving by with something that vibrated my entire room. That scared the life out of me. Okay, but we're back, we're fine. Man, I'm surprised that this is a 16, resolution one. This feels like it should be 32. I think it's just because of the size of the model. While I'm doing this, hold on. I'm first going to erase all of the extra things here. And then I'm gonna fill... Oh, that's blue. I'm gonna fill in this. Just for the sake of my sanity. I'm not gonna probably change it later. But then what I want to do is I want to select... hold on. We're putting that back down to a reasonable size. That's a little bit too small. There we go. That's a reasonable size. We're selecting everything, and then we're making a new texture. And what this will do is that it keeps anything that's been drawn on, but then any unused spaces, it gets rid of. So, now when we go here, if I put it up, it doesn't put it up anymore. We'll do this, it'll do that. So, it's remapped everything, so it's janky, but as you can see, all of the yellow is now gone. Which is good, because that means I don't have to do nearly as much modeling. And now we can actually do the fun part. Actually, personally, I think I like modeling more than I do texturing. But it's definitely one of those things that it's a necessary evil, because model all you want, there's certain things that you're just not going to be able to get without the texture in play. Alrighty, and for the sake of what's being easiest first, we're starting with the lightning bolts, which has a yellow border to it. And then we're gonna make that a hard angle because it's kind of how it's stylized. Whoa. What is going on with me today? Sorry, I go from, no, that's also not right. Go from weird vibration to getting a weird, Wow, I can't talk today. I swear that I could normally talk, chat. I apologize. I'm just gonna skip that train of thought. Whatever is there is clearly not working. Oh, it's not quite. That's really interesting that it's almost white, but not quite. Oop. I need, colors. Wait, so is it white, like, all the way? It's not. Is there anything that's pure white on here? No. Oh, yes, there is. The very end of the scarf is pure white. Which actually, you can barely tell the difference if you know what you're looking for. This section here is all pure white, but this is ever so slightly yellow, which is true. Things I didn't know. And then her eyebrow thingies were that blue color, which checks out because yellow and blue are nice contrasty colors, so it kind of makes it stand out, even though it's just a very, very slight difference. Her hair's also a purple. Yeah, her hair is in the same color to give that the balance, which I think is really nice. Wait, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need that. Okay. And then her spear also does get definitely more yellow towards the top. It's to the point that it almost matches the yellow here. So what we're gonna do is, if we can't manually select the color, then we'll just fill it in ourselves. And I do think that I want it to come a little bit farther down. Purely just to fill space. Because it certainly doesn't go past this point. But, it does look a little bit funny that it's so sharp, that it's just pure white to me. And I'm glad that I didn't mirror this, because specifically right at the top. I am going to make it pure white, like here. And maybe actually I'll make this ever so slightly more yellow to give it just a little bit more of a gradient going on. And then we'll do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's just got a ever so slightly more color to it. Because while it looks good in the Cookie Run Kingdom style, you definitely need it in Minecraft, in my humble opinion. Minecraft does not look good when you get down to the flat coloring. And instead of going brighter on this, I'm going to go ever so slightly darker. OMG cookie? Yes, there is a cookie. Hi, cake. There's a cookie that matches with the cake. Ha ha ha. Okay, there's that. Which is kind of silly, but you know what? We're gonna go for it. Where'd my chat go? I click off to go check something, and immediately I lose my chat. Okay, now we're gonna use the same colors, but not go quite so white, just to do the lightning bolt at the bottom here. Do I have drops? Do I have drops enabled? I don't think I've got drops. Oh, I do have drops enabled. Okay. I don't know why. There's no event currently going on. Why would there be an event in the art category? What? I was gonna say, I don't think there's currently any drops going on. I'm not sure why that's there. It might be just that I forgot to take the tag off. Or I don't know. Maybe there's something going on in the art world that I don't know about. It has a Discord logo. Huh. The little chess piece. Yes, I'm so glad that they made them like 2-in-1. Because that was my first question. Is like, are they 2-in-1? Are they gonna be like 2 separate cookies that that like you have to pair together? Because that seemed kind of weird to me if it was gonna be that they had to be paired together. Also, where's Plastomer? Plaster, there we go. That should fix that. No more, no more thing around the edge. The little chess girlies, they're so sweetie. We're gonna go like that. Oh, I should probably. Oh, it turns. Her staff turns gray. I didn't realize that. That's kind of weird. Well, anyway. It's gonna go like that into here, into there, into there, like that. Cool. And then I don't know. Maybe a little swirl. It doesn't technically have a swirl, but I want it to have a swirl, I've decided. Swirl like Scar's transitions from season 9. You just got eternal sugar. Ooh, fun. Did you have her before? Did you have her before, or is that a new cookie for you? Honestly, minus like what I earn through anything, I don't think I'm gonna focus much on this update. A, like once I play the story at least. A, because I'm getting into finals and I don't have time. B, I have once I get the Choco Chess cookie girls, then I'll be back up to my it'll be 161 out of 161. I have all the cookies. um and it honestly wasn't that hard. At some point I just had enough I had enough mileage to get everyone's soul stones. And so um yeah, and so it's I have all the cookies. I think I'm level 13 on the castle, and the only reason I haven't gotten further, because I could get to 14, is that it takes 18 days, and then it takes 31 days to upgrade the castle. I'm like, I don't think I want to do that, right now at least. Ironically, I'm way behind on my production that I need. I'm a bunch of level, like, or stage, like, 3 out of 4s on the production buildings, and so I'm frantically trying to level up, um, them specifically because I think all 4 of my tree of wishes currently all require the cream sheet plushie that I don't I'm not able to produce. And so these damn ancients and beasts really want pure vanilla's sheet plushie. Um and I can't give it to them. Um and then back to cookies. All of my common and rare cookies are maxed out ascended, which is really good for balloon journey or whatever it's called. Balloon exploration, by the way. That's like the main thing that I did that for, is when I realized that it boosts the balloon exploration. Oh, it's so much nicer. I get the B stores, like, or the B stores are still rare, but I get super successes like 3 out of 4 times. It's great. And then most of my epic cookies are some level of awakened. If I use them for, say, like, what's it called? Guild battle. If I use them for guild battle and they're in the soulstone shop, then I have them bought their soulstones bought out. So yeah, I've low key min maxed the free to play part of this game, and I do think it's a little bit funny. Okay, the swirl goes like, oh, that's the eraser. Okay. Here, kinda. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger, but also it can't go much bigger. So it's turning this part into a thing. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. OMG fluffy cloud swirl sword hilt. Yes. Not Thunderbringer. Stormbringer cookie is, as per her personality, making things difficult. I think I move this all over one, and then it's good. Yes, we already made this. We already made this joke. See, I want to bring the song. I want to sing the song, but also the song is so out of personality for a Stormbringer cookie. I feel bad whenever I would sing it. I'm like, the girl does not deserve this when she's actually doing her job and keeps the balance. Yeah, she's a little high and mighty, but also, like, I feel like she deserves to a little bit. There's that. There's that. And also, I'm just gonna pull from the gradient here. I already have... I'll deal with that later. This is what, who was it? Was it Sleepy? Yeah, Sleepy said the exact same thinking. Why do you... Yes, those are fish. Congrats, you've refound the fish emote. Are you proud of yourself, Cake? Okay, where do these fall? Oh, that's weird. It goes into that color range? There's that, and then I gotta figure out how to go from here to here. Oh, and that's a pretty straight shot up. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll just fill those both in. Why not? There we go, and that's a fine enough gradient. I don't have rat jam. I apologize. I think I have cat jam. I know I don't have dog jam because I've never seen dog jam outside of Clue's server. So switch out your Choco Drizzle cookie with Eternal Sugar. You might have to change it out. But I think I might change it to switch out Black Sapphire. Those are not comparable. What's the rest of your team? Because Choco Drizzle is a fast-hitting ambush. Eternal Sugar is a sheer DPS bomber. And Black Sapphire is a poison support. Granted, you can use... They're both, Eternal Sugar and Black Sapphire are both poison types. So they'll have some amount of synergy. And I think that I ran them together with... In the previous guild, before they updated Guild Battle, for Red Velvet Dragon, I ran Shadow Milk, Candy Apple, Black Sapphire, Eternal Sugar, and Prune Juice. But they made me switch out Eternal Sugar because they put the limit to only one legendary ancient beast cookie for Guild Battle. So the meta changed there. So they just recommended using Dark Choco. So I've been using Dark Choco, and I don't understand what Dark Choco does, but it does the trick. Okay. Rest of your team is White Lily, Frost Queen with her jam, and Mystic Flower. Okay. The one that I don't know about there is Frost Queen. Frost Queen is powerful, but she is not meta. Because, like, I run a meta team of White Lily, Healer, currently it's Doel, Eternal Sugar, Awakened Hollyberry, and what's it called? What's he called? What's this called? Silent Salt. That's like the most powerful combo you can do right now, and this is specifically for Arena, Kingdom Arena. And so, I don't have the best setup of them, but that is the current meta. I just don't have them built very well. So, of the ones that you could do, White Lily, Eternal Sugar, absolutely, Mystic Flower are solid. Mystic Flower, I don't think is the best healer. I think that she's outclassed by maybe Domael. I don't know what I know that Mystic Flower is outclassed by Awakened Pure Vanilla. But Awakened Pure Vanilla is not currently. Well, he's kind of doing stuff. It depends on whether or not for Kingdom Arena, who you choose, for your support, you have like one support and then one non tier 5 cookie. Is kind of the thing. Tier 5, for example, is legendary beast in ancient, and I guess dragon if you count Pattaya. And so I'm trying to think. Minecraft story mode? Yes, this is Minecraft story mode. She's the only great one you have currently. Yeah, and Mystic Flower. Mystic Flower, I don't know if Mystic Flower is the best healer. I would say that she's in the top 3. So you're still good on that. I'm just talking, that was just me getting off topic and nitpicking. Hold on. I'm pulling up notepad.txt, and I'm gonna put it on stream. We're talking Cookie Run Kingdom meta now. Where is notepad.txt? I need to go window capture. Notepad. Select the window to capture. There we go. Okay. Cool. Okay. So your team, Kitty Queen's team, is currently Mystic Flower. It is singular Undertale song on the playlist. I keep forgetting this is here. Mystic Flower. Hold on, where we go? This is why I have to write it down. Oh wait. White Lily. Frost Queen. And we're gonna say Eternal Sugar, because Eternal Sugar I do think you should run. Current meta, just to have it on screen, is Kitty Queen, is your White Lily, I guess this depends, is your White Lily awakened? Is White Lily awakened? Frost cream with crystal jam. Awakened White Lily. Silent Salt. Awakened Hollyberry. Eternal Sugar. Fire Spirit kind of is still there. We're gonna add the Shadow Milk if he's really good. Those are the ones that are kind of still there, and then non tier 5 support / healer, currently Domael. There we go. Okay. Up in the air are, I saw Black Sapphire, Grapefruit? I have no idea what Grapefruit does. I would not be using Grapefruit, I don't think. Frog streaming, but didn't put any promo. Shaking Froggy violently. I know that Froggy was live because I saw this when I was starting stream, but I decided that I wanted to stream. So we're here now. Oh, you had Choco Drizzle. Okay. Choco Drizzle. Okay. So, options. So, of your things, Kitty Queen, I would put Black Sapphire. I think that Black Sapphire is the most it has the most, specifically for arena potential here. I still don't think that that is the optimal thing, though. You'll get so far, I think, depending on how good everyone is. But you're definitely going to run into issues, specifically because I don't think I don't know what Frost Queen does. Like, I see her in comps fairly frequently, for Arena, but I beat them every time. And like, if I see a Frost Queen, I think Dark Cacao and maybe Stormbringer are there, they can be a 3-4 million team, and I will beat them with the current meta. Like, 90% of the time. I think 100% of the time. So I'm not sure if that, like, when you get better cookies, I would say that the next one to go would probably be Frost Queen. So, like, this is like for the future. And or you definitely want Awakened White Lily. Current normal White Lily is a glass cannon. I know this because I ran Glass Cannon White Lily. I loved her. She was my first level 90 fully maxed cookie. I came back to the game for White Lily specifically. So, my lady is here. But yeah, her unawakened form is a glass cannon. White Lily the Queen, yes. Okay, she's not awakened, but she's level 73 or higher right now. Okay, so also you're gonna run into things because if you're not at level 90, the current game for like Beast chapters and arena and stuff like that, you basically have to be at level 90, and if you want to kind of be competitive. If you're just here for the fun of it, then it's like whatever. But it's specifically when it's if you're wanting to actually get far, or if you want to do like more than story mode Beast Yeast, you need to be level 90, skills, have legendary and optimized beast skits kind of stuff. You do have to actually like play the grindy part of the game in order to stay up to that, which is what I've enjoyed doing. I've enjoyed learning, like, okay, what stats go where and what do they actually do and stuff like that. Non-awakened light lily. Okay. So yeah, that would be my thing, is that I think that's kind of from what you've told me, I do think that would be your best comp when you get a better cookie. I think Frost Queen would be your first to go. But it also depends on like who it is. Like, I would only replace Frost Queen with another ancient or beast. Not even a legendary. I love the legendaries, don't get me wrong. But going for better power is Frost Queen. Actually, maybe with non-awakened White Lily. Maybe non-awakened White Lily would go first until you get her awakened. Then once you get her awakened, she can come back full force. But yeah, I actually changed my answer to non-awakened White Lily is first to be switched out, just because she's a little bit slow to use her skill. And she just dies so fast. You've been trying to say up your star jellies for level up. That's fair. No, I'm definitely consistently blocked by skill powder and star jellies. I at least have the, what's it called? The island down in the south. The thing with the statue and the stained glass. There's a disciple thingy. I have the disciple thingy. That helps a lot, because once you take the time to like get 5 cookies to level 90, then automatically any cookies that you put as disciples will also be level 90. And then so then they're viable. Actually, they're not viable, but you can build them a whole lot easier because you're not blocked by this, you're not blocked by their main level to be able to throw some skill powders at them to get them to a high enough, skill level to be usable. Because a lot of their actual power level, comes from having skill level maxed, which takes more time, in my humble opinion, than actually Star Jelly levels. It's very annoying. um, but specifically with the disciples, it's nice that you can just throw a little bit of stuff at them for like an event or something like that. Put on some quick biscuit and then toppings in a topping tart, and you can't like use them if they were fully built. As I've learned with specifically Pavlova for Beast Raids. I need to build Pavlova for Beast Raids because I think he's been used in the last 3. Well, not the last 3, because he wasn't in Shadow Milk, but at least he was in Eternal Sugar's Beast Raid and Silent Salt's Beast Raid. Was part of the team there. And he kept dying really easily. What do you mean stream on hold? What do you mean? It looks fine to me. Huh? It's animated. Paint's still going. I'm not frozen. If you're just talking about the Cookie Run Kingdom yapping, then yes. And I think we're done with that. Espresso, I don't think is very useful here. I don't know of anything that uses him. What do you mean it's on hold? It's literally not. Oh, I get it now. Ha. 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 Very funny. Very funny, Cake. You missed the messed up version. I just yapped through the messed up version of Please Hold. Okay. I'm going to delete the notepad from my stream. He was once, I'm sure, but he hasn't been around for at least like 2 years, because it would have been during Cookie Odyssey, which I think was 2022 timeframe. Playing the song is so funny because it's just the work all day. So I mean, yeah, I think that's like its alternative name. You know what's funny is that before I decided that I did want to stream today, I was watching Grian's Hermitcraft episode because I hadn't watched either of his Hermitcraft episodes yet. Wait! Guys, another thing that I'm going insane about. Vampires SMP. Vampires SMP. I'm so normal. I say lying. The Scott Shelby drift ending, shaking them violently. I'm also okay. Spoilers here. How do we want to stop? Do we want to do spoilers? No spoilers? What? Owen's POV? Yeah. Yes. Owen's POV was the first one that I did. Okay, I actually didn't watch it because I was at work, but I was listening to it while I was doing like 6 hours of just stocking shelves. That was all I did that shift, and I listened to Owen's POV, and I legitimately just like was like stopped at one point, was like definitely on my phone when I shouldn't have been, but I was just sitting there like jaw dropped, like oh my god, I can't believe that happened. I'm devastated, but like, in a very narratively satisfying way. Kudos to, like, CC Owen for committing to playing that character, because that is a very difficult player to stay, or character to stay committed to seeing that narrative through line all the way through. He had a very, very heavy heart. Yes. I'm good at being spoiled. Okay, good to know. Wait, what is that emote? Oh, what kind of an emote is that? Why is that for character? That's probably that this is some other thing that the rest of the internet knows, but because we use the Minecraft community uses such specific terminology, sometimes we've adopted something that otherwise doesn't exist. Big light thing. Where's my toolbar? Give me my toolbar. Let me lock that. Thank you. Click that there. Rename you little lightning. Lock you. I love Scott Owen and Shelby POVs. I need to watch Shelby POV. I haven't gotten the chance to yet, but oh, I know that it's gonna be good because fun fact, I have learned that I learned that Shelby Shelby's recently become active on Tumblr again. She hasn't ever been before, but apparently she had her account when she was a lot younger. So, jump scared. She's joining the, who else is there? I think Lagundo, I think Pyroscythe, Shelby, Pearl, who else? Hold on, I made a list of this K earlier. I know that there's some hermits that are also there, but we're talking vampires right now. Let me scroll up. How far do I have to go for the list of people I know that are on Tumblr? Moonrot? Oh yeah, Cleo is on Tumblr. I don't think Cleo uses Tumblr anymore. But Cleo has very specific on Tumblr historical relevance because she told off the 2018 timeframe Hermit Blur for really stupid discourse. Okay, Shelby, oh, of course, Martin, Apo, Pearl, Cleo, Lagundo, Pyroscythe, is on Tumblr. There's also Joe Hills, Gem Lurks, Joel Lurks, Skiz and Impulse have had accounts made, I know, because Gem's talked about it, but I don't think that they use them. Kitty Queen, yes, that was a thing at one point, but, Wilbur turned out to be a really shitty person to her. Excuse my language there, but, like, it was bad, and that is the main reason as to why Wilbur got cancelled and is now disappeared off the face of the earth, is because he hurt Shelby. And that is, like, absolutely unforgivable. Like, regardless of who it is, like, it's bad that he hurt anyone. But also, specifically, Shelby. So, yeah. Yeah, she did talk about it on stream. And I can't say, I think I've watched the stream and then it, I can't remember all of the points of it. So I'm not going to try to speak for her at all. But just, yeah, yes, that was a thing once upon a time, and it was very bad. And this is why we no longer talk about Wilbur Soot. Cool, we'll go with that. Her story, Lucky Caramel? What about Lucky Caramel? What does Lucky Caramel have to do with anything? What does Lucky thinking about? That's okay. That's real. I have also been thinking about Lucky Caramel. but also in the way that's like, I don't know what I'm doing with Lucky Caramel because the friend group AU high-key died. And so I've kind of just been running around with my own Lucky Caramel story in my head that's purely self-indulgent of no one else is influencing her decisions anymore. Um, would you make her a skin hair bob? Hold on. It's Cake, you've opened a can of worms. Hold on, I have to find it. I can't believe we're bringing this back on stream. this is the Lucky Caramel. This is the cookie Lucky Caramel. She's so bad. She's so bad. It's so cursed. I love her. I love her too, but not in this form. Also, then, let me find. Did I save it? There's also this equally cursed, but more effort skin. I'm so sorry, Sea Fairy. What did I do to you? It's so bad. And it's because, I made her sword. And her sword looks really good. Well, it could look better, but I blame that on the actual design because it's really basic. And so I was like, oh, I was also thinking about making her crown because she has, hold on, did I delete it? I hope I didn't delete it. I might have deleted it. No, I don't think I did delete it. I just have to find it. No, I did delete it. Okay. Wait, did I? What is this? Oh, yes it is. So, like, she has this cute coral crown that I was like, oh, I should make that as like a hat. And then I realized that I could get into the even deeper trend, or not trend, but I could dig myself into an even deeper hole of making a bunch of hat cosmetics for different cookies because a lot of cookies have fun little hats and stuff like that. That I could do. I can't do the hairstyle, but I could do that. So I was like, okay, well maybe I'll do that. And if I do that, I'll just make like the entire skin for when I make these. Rest assured, we're not making the skins because if they turn out like this, absolutely freaking not. This is so incredibly cursed. And then I PB hat. Yeah, exactly. No, I would do a PB hat. I would probably do Shadow Milk's like funky hair, even though I said that I wouldn't do hair stuff. Shadow Milk's is so specific that I probably would do Candy Apple's buns. Don't have anything for Black Sapphire. I could do Wizard Cookie's head. I could do Strawberries hoodie. Let me think. Can't do Holly Berry unless I do like the cute little clips. I could do Golden Cheese headdress. I could do Dark Cacao's crown. I don't know about Mystic Flower. Could kind of do Mystic Flower. I could do Burning Spices antenna. Shadow Milk. No, not Shadow Milk. Sorry. Silent Salt's helm. Eternal Sugar's crown. Like, there's a whole bunch that I could do. I could go down an entirely separate can of worms. But so I might come back and do that. I've decided that I want to do the weapons mainly first because that's what the main pack is. Cookie can of worms. Yes, yes. Make fun of my silly little phrases. Black Sapphire stuff. Yeah, I would do Black Sapphire staff. I could not do the wings. The wings are not possible to be done. Because they would need to go on the back, basically. Like the torso. of the player model, and that's not possible. Minecraft, you need to get on top of keeping your game up to date. I talked about this in the silly little video I made. Oh yeah, I made a silly little video last night. I did that instead of doing the homework I was supposed to. I was definitely supposed to be doing homework. And that video took me way longer than expected, and it turned out way worse than I wanted it to. I'm sorry that it was so bad. I mega ran out of time. But yeah, like, Minecraft? What are you doing? Like, regardless of whether there's competition or not, that's separate to the fact that Minecraft is just failing that badly in general with Bedrock Edition. And they were kind of skating by with Java Edition. But now that they have competition, they gotta actually, like, give us something. Because I kind of, like, I like Minecraft, don't get me wrong. And I have generally enjoyed the updates that have happened. But I also do feel that I'm like, okay, like, the updates that they hinge, like, their entire year on last, like, 2 weeks of interesting stuff. And I've always found that really weird. Like, Happy Ghasts. Like, that was what they hinged their entire update on, is reworking leads that are annoying, yes, and Happy Ghasts that are, you can ride them around, sure. Like, they're really fun, but they don't sustain the game for the months that are in between updates. And I don't know, it's like, I enjoy the game on my own well enough that's like, okay, if the goal is supposed to encourage players to, like, not be so reliant on new content and make their own stuff, then that's fine by me. And that's what I do. But if they're actually expecting us, like, people to be playing this version of the game for the last same several months, you're only gonna that means that most people are gonna drop off, and the majority of their Minecraft publicity is probably just gonna be from Minecraft YouTubers. And even then, Minecraft YouTubers are looking more towards customizing their Minecraft experience because vanilla isn't changing enough to keep things fresh. Life Series is an example of this, where the main mechanics of the Life Series didn't change all the have changed, and they've gotten to more custom modded experience because they ran out of stuff to do in vanilla Minecraft, to be honest. And they also, like, all got used to the game mode of a Life Series. And don't get me wrong, like, that is very valid point too. I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually, like, points that out when they talk about criticism of this. Like, they knew how to play the game. It was no longer fun. In that regard. But then it comes down to, okay, well then what's, I don't know, the rest of the game still feels weird. That their big thing is, like, something that you can do for a week. Like, it's a 2-week Minecraft phase for a reason. You can do it for a week, and then you get bored. There's nothing really else to do unless you start a project and self-motivate. And I don't know, if that's what they want to do, then that's their prerogative. But I guess that it's the thing that they'll have to understand, that eventually, especially as there's a new competition, people are going to look for new stuff that gives them a fresher feeling more consistently. Apparently the originally DevSys was originally planning on giving Golden Cheese Cookie a daughter. Yes! Rich Cheese Cookie! I love Rich Cheese Cookie. She's so silly and also so tragic. And also, it's really smart that they didn't do that, because Um, they didn't do it originally. Like, they reworked the Golden Cheese Kingdom. Is basically what it comes down to. Is that they very heavily reworked Golden Cheese as a character and like her motivations and stuff. Um, and I I think that this is a good thing, because if they kept Rich Cheese Cookie, then that means that Rich Cheese would have just been canonically dead, and that is a little bit too like permadead, and I'm like, that is really harsh for poor Golden Cheese. So I think that it's a good thing that they didn't do that. I wish that Rich Cheese could come back in some way, because I love her character design. Um, what comes up when you type hightail? Oh, your thing? Or for my video? That's specifically because, it's recommending me because you already watch me. It's not coming, if you were to have an unbiased account in, incognito mode or something like that, you would probably not see my video. It's specifically recommending my thing because you consistently watch me. Bedrock looks great on your brother's PC. I don't know where this lag is coming from. It's for the lag on what's it called? On Bedrock. As it was described in one of the videos, it seems to be that it's a like a everyone has a different bug. It's a Russian roulette of what bug are you going to get. Currently. And I'm just like, because some people have the paint glitch and other people don't. Other people have you can't place blocks. A third set of people have it so that all animated blocks swap textures at random. So, like the one guy I was watching, I don't know who he is called, I haven't heard the name before, but he had a purple Thanos skin. He kept reloading his world, and every single time, fire at one of its frames, it would flash green, and sea lanterns at one of its frames would randomly turn into a copper lantern, and then fade in and out because it's just one frame. And command blocks were, there's a other video that I saw in Waddle's thing that for some reason, all of the bark texture of a warped stem in the nether for the warped fungus there were all command blocks. And so people are just constantly having these issues. Plus there's issues of the mouse moving behind the scenes. So people will be playing the game, moving their mouse left, right, and center. They go to pause the game. Say this is, I don't know, pausing the game now. You're in a menu, and your mouse is on a second monitor, or it's right over at the very edge of the screen, and not in the middle. You have to drag it back over every time. And I'm trying to think, what other things have I seen? There's a paint glitch where the entire world is heavily colored in pink, and you can't tell what blocks are. Oh, and the big thing that it's like, no matter what, they messed up, they changed some of the internal coding. They switched from one code base to another. Somewhere in there. I just know that it's something to JDK. Java Development Kit, I think. Or GDK, in which it's something else. But they switched it from one to another. And people thought that in order to update it, or it broke during update, and basically the game told them, well, you need to reinstall Minecraft. If you reinstall Minecraft, that clears your worlds folder. People deleted their worlds at the recommendation of Minecraft because it didn't tell them to back it up or anything. So kids lost their worlds. People lost their 5-10 year worlds. Not just lost in folders, but deleted. And other times, if you didn't reinstall, then you still lost your worlds because apparently it's reading to the wrong folder now. And people were finding if they moved their worlds to a new folder, then then the game would start finding their worlds again. But I'm just like, I'm gobsmacked that the game is functionally unplayable, and I mean that very seriously. That these are all serious game-breaking issues on their own. Imagine if someone's getting stacked and getting multiples of these glitches. There's no excuse for why they didn't recall this as soon as people started deleting their worlds, and the fact that there's been little to no response. They've put out a couple of very small bug fixes, and I think that Mojang has been made aware of the issue, but it's too little too late still, because people are still struggling with them. And I'm just like, wow, I can't believe... Normally, I will give Mojang credit where credit's due and try to defend them to some extent. I will not defend them failing to update the game and not rolling it back so that people lost their worlds. Okay, I know that Cake was not here for the end of that rant, and that's fine. I'm saving the texture currently. Item, character items, _ Cookie Run Kingdom, Storm, Bringer, Heaven Splitter. I'm not putting staff. I'm just gonna call it Heaven Splitter, because that's what it is called, right? Where's my server? What are you called? Yeah, Heaven Splitter. Okay. And now we get to go into the intro, the weird part. This is the hardest part, in my humble opinion, is making the model look correct. Because clearly right now it's just too big. So we're just gonna paste these. And I'm gonna put that up here. And we're gonna move it up a tad. And we're gonna put it into the hand of the player actually holding it. You don't have any Z fighting. Yay, no Z fighting. Oh, hold on. I have arrows here. Why do I have arrows? Oh, because I've done this. Okay, hold on. We're back into oh, need to unlock. Give me you. East, south, up, down. It's giving me errors because I have these things that are, they're panels or planes instead of cubes. And it doesn't like it when this edge is 0 specifically. And so once I go through and select everything that's not the front and back, then it gets it likes me more. And it's also smart to do this anyway, because the faces that you're not using, they take, it basically clears them out of the code. Like, hold on, I put those back. Hit Control Z. Open code view. For Little Lightning, it has all of the UVs. So east, west, up, and down are very, very small, but they're still taking up damage. Or not damage, data. They're taking up data. Versus if I go find, where is Big Lightning? When there's Big Lightning, the only two faces that I have are north and south. And so it's just a good thing to, if you know that you're not using certain faces, I like to clean them up. Makes things a little bit easier, makes the file size smaller. Okay. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm trying to decide if this is on the inside or the outside. I actually think that it is on the inside. It's just going to look a little bit silly, but we're going to go with it. And is it technically on the outside here now? Yes, but I'm not doing the code to swap it because that's too annoying. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna rotate it. Technically, it's. Hold on. What's it in the main hand? On the main hand, it's closer to the person. Yeah, we'll do it like this. I also want it to go out more. And yeah, we'll do it something like that. Because this is going to take the place of a sword. Most of the time. So I will make those happen. Oh wait, instead of doing this, for these long weapons, when they're in the offhand, since it's not usable, I try to put them as like a sort of thing, like it's a resting pose or something like that, which is what I'm gonna do now, specifically because she has it down. She's holding it down instead of up, like if it were like this. So here it's up and ready to attack, versus here it's a little bit more casual. Yeah, we'll go with that. Side note, hold on. I've just noticed something. Stormbringer has lightning marks on her hands. That's so cool. I hadn't seen that before. It's only when you zoom in, you're staring at a sprite for like 2 hours that you notice this. I wonder how different it is on her like actual like in-game sprite versus the art. Because this is technically one of the art forms that's not really ever seen in game. And so I wonder if it's any different or more visible or less visible is what I'm trying to get to. Okay. Here I'm going to go rotate this down, rotate this not this way. That's not right. I wanted to do it that way. There we go. Rotate it that way, and like that. And pull it up close so that it looks like you're like, because it's being pointed down here. Does it make technical sense that you wouldn't be able to actually see it right now? Yes, but I'm doing it this way, so the fact that you can still see it on the screen. Okay, here, putting it back to 0.75. These are really easy. You rotate, no, where is it? Nope, it's that one. Rotate this to 90 or negative 90, doesn't matter which way. And then you just adjust that to be as low to the ground as you want it to be. I like it to be, so that it basically, like, touches the ground at its lowest point. And I'm trying to think, what else do I do? Depending on how unbalanced it is, like, if it's, like, a big, long spear, I'll change it so that it rotates differently, but I think this is fine how it's rotating. In the frame, I'm gonna make this bigger, actually. Maybe only 1.5. Probably do like that. I typically tend to center the thing, the main part for like big long things. I try to center like the heavy part of it, like where it would be held in an item frame. Is kind of where I think about it. Like where would you have a holder? Where would you insert it around? So you'd probably insert it either right here and here in between the lightning, or like as like bars around here to hook that into. So that's what I do for the, what's it called? Item frames. Shelves? I don't know what to do with yet. Shelves, I don't know if they're broken in Blockbench or not. They're too big currently. I'm gonna go top alignment. I'm gonna put it at 0.7. There we go. That fills it out pretty nicely. Oh my gosh, there's a fly. Not a fly, like a gnat in my room. It's killing me because it keeps buzzing me. Oh, these are displays. Okay. Yeah, the funny thing is that with, the shelf, it's set to 3 here, but no matter whether you put it way up or way down or anything like that, it doesn't move. You can't change the y-axis on the shelf, and that really annoys me, actually. I don't like that. I wish that you could change it. It's like, why can you can change the left and the right? Can you change the in and out? Yeah, you can change the in and out. Why can you not change the up and the down? Specifically, also because I know that there's someone on Blue Sky that I follow that wants everything on the shelf to be set at the bottom. Which technically, I guess you could do. You could make an entirely custom resource pack to make that happen. Red Yoshi Craft, if you hear me, you can make it happen apparently if you go through every single item in Blockbench. Or maybe you just need to update the generated item model so that it's down there. And then you'd only have to do stuff that's not an item, which is still a lot. Anyway, I like it centered, so I'm not doing that. Okay, we go... Which way is it? Not that way. Front light. Not that way. This way is 45. Minus 45. 0.7. We're gonna copy that. Paste and paste. And that's too big. So we're gonna go 5 and 5. And that will be good. And now you can just adjust it at the fine points to make sure it's all even. I think it figured itself that. Heaven Splitter's done. And I'm pretty happy with that, I gotta say. Is it my best work? No. But does it kind of figure itself out anyway? Yes. And I'm kind of here for that. Did I see? No, I didn't say that. Okay. Now we just have... Becca, models, Becca, character items, Cookie Run Kingdom, Storm, effect type, Stormbringer, Bringer, underline, Heaven, Splitter. Save. What did that save as? Hello? Did that saved under a really weird name? No, it didn't. It just looped at the end. For the J at the end was for Jason was at the end. All right. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna call the stream quits. We've hit right around the 2-hour mark. Oh God, and it's dropping frames. So yeah, good time. Oh, and I've only got 1 bar of internet. Yeah, that's gonna do it. We're gonna raid Froggy. YouTube chatters, if there was anyone here, thank you for watching. I appreciate you greatly. I'm gonna open up Froggy's stream first, because otherwise I'm gonna miss them saying hi and I'm gonna be sad. I'm waiting for everything to load. I'm sorry for Cake that I'm going to be leaving it without saying goodbye to, but it's fine. Okay, we're just gonna mute you. Oh my god, load please. There we go. Nope, we don't want that ad. Okay, we're raiding on Twitch. /raid Captain Froggy. Wait, is there? No, there's not. Are we raiding the... Raid the frog. We finished it, Cake. Oh god. Oh no. I can see it lagging. I can't hit raid now. It's not loading. Why is everything dying at specific, like, right before 10? Actually, that tells me things. I don't like what that tells me. It's just gonna time out at the, well, okay, well, I'm gonna sit here until it times out and raids automatically. Because I can't, I can't raid. Oh wait, let me click that button. Follow, no. Following. Where's Froggy? Start raid. Everything's gone wrong. Oh, I'm already raiding captain. Oh, now it will load. Okay. Bye, chat.